Hello everyone, welcome to Laura's Lane. I am Laura, and today we are doing a reflection and number card pull for the final week of January, or whenever you find this video, because obviously it found you at a certain time for a reason, right? So I was thinking about what I'm doing with this channel, and I'm getting the cards ready to do the reflection pull. And I was thinking about this channel, and really my lane, Laura's Lane, is headed in the direction of health. So healthy emotions, healthy body, healthy spiritual life. Really, that's kind of the direction that's the lane I live in. And I invite you to be in it with me. So if you'd like, subscribe and click the like button too, if you feel so inclined. That's really the goal. And on this channel, I'm just going to explore various ways to get there. I hope to bring on some guests soon as well. There we go. I've got 2 reflections for the beginning of this last week of January. So let's start. These glasses. I need these now that I'm not so young. Oh my goodness, this one popped out last time. Okay, people. What do you want most in life? What do you want most in life? I can't believe this showed up again. This is wonderful. So maybe you're new to seeing this channel and you missed one of our past readings, but I think this was just last week. What do you want most in life? You know, obviously, like I said last week, this is important so you know which direction to head, which, you know, if you reevaluate how you're spending your time in your life, are the things that you're doing heading you in this direction? Or are you willy-nilly just reacting to what life presents you? I've been in both places, and I can tell you that I've attained the most and gotten to where I wanted to go when I actually was like focused. And willy-nilly can be good sometimes, right? But if it's just haphazard and you don't have any direction, how are you ever going to get there? So maybe this is also for me to just remind you different ways to hone in on this. You can sit down, put your timer on your phone for 5 minutes, do a meditation. You can ask to be shown a dream if you don't really know. Maybe you have multiple directions you want to go. And if you do have multiple directions you want to go, that's okay too. Pick one to start with. Pick one to start with. Pick the one that you're like, yeah, this one is just the most important to me. So start there. Or a task in it. You know, this is the most important to me and this is the easiest. And maybe you work on them both. So take a look at this, guys. What do I want most in life? Or if you were here last week and you did take a look at this and you do know, maybe this is a reminder to start taking some action. I don't know, but this is a great one. Take it into consideration. Always a good reflection. Okay, next card for the last week of January. Am I overcoming my flaws or simply tolerating them? Okay, what? I love this one. I've read this one before. Am I overcoming my flaws or simply tolerating them? You know, when it comes to self-reflection, like I said, please use self-reflection to rise, not to drown, okay? It is serious, but it doesn't have to be a session where you like beat yourself up, right? You need to be kind to yourself and take accountability for your actions and your inactions, but you also need to forgive yourself. You know, if you're not taking the action you want, it's not about beating yourself up. So am I overcoming my flaws or simply tolerating them? What are your flaws? Sometimes flaws are just imperfections, and that's okay too. Sometimes flaws are genuine big things that need to be worked on, right? I mean, one way to get there is to maybe look and see where you might be blaming the world or another person or a corporation or a loved one, and maybe not looking at how you contribute to this, right? Because we are the common denominator in our problems, right? So This is a wonderful deep reflection. I always recommend journaling if people are into it. Like write this down and then just sit for 5 minutes quietly and then just journal. Just journal. Don't even don't block yourself. Just go for it. Write whatever comes out. Doesn't even matter. And then look at it later if you want. And maybe as you look at it from a distance, you know, whether it's a couple hours later, a day later, a week later, you can see clearly, oh, I see what I'm struggling with here. And then you can be kind to yourself and decide what you want to do about it. You might be like, I am fine with that flaw. Or you might be like, ooh, I see how that's really impacting people around me. I want to make some changes. Take a look at it. Okay, so that is our reflection questions for the beginning of the week and the last week in January. And then I got these beautiful, wonderful, oh my goodness, already something's jumping out, cards that are about numbers. A lot of times when we start doing our work, meaning, you know, we're taking some time to meditate, taking some time to center ourselves, taking some time to reflect, and we will start to have a lot of synchronicities. You know, that person calls with just the right information, or that book comes to you, or number sequences happen. So I got these beautiful cards, and they are for number sequences. And I'm thinking that the people who might be watching me will have some numbers popping up that they see a lot. Or maybe, now that you've seen it here, you'll see it this week. So, all right. Ooh. First card. 8888. Or 888. Or 88. Let's see how that shows up this week. Or maybe it's been showing up for you already. It says personal power. Ooh, all that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Woot, woot. I know, I'm old school, whatever. That's awesome. Put that up there in your mind. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Think about those things that are good and pleasant. Be grateful for them. They're going to multiply. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for the greater good. Yes, absolutely. Getting into the present moment, reflecting, releasing what you need to, is, in a sense, reclaiming your power. But you can also, in that reflection moment, if you want, if you choose, you can call that power in back to you. And you do your deep breathing. You realize you're in the now moment. And you can say, I claim back my power, and I cut off the cords from anywhere that I relinquished my power in my past, where it's no longer to my greatest good. I call it back. I bring it back to me. I'll work on this, so I'll have a better way to word this, but I think you get the idea. You can